Sorry, echo. Alright, let me know if you guys I'm back. Sorry about that. My computer restarted on me out of the blue. And I had to load everything back up. You guys see me? Okay. Sorry about that. I was almost done, and I looked over, and my computer said, "Error, you must restart your computer." I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. Anytime something like that happens, people clear out. I don't blame them. I got the stuff exactly where I was at. I was on Reed Foley for Toronto. Let me finish this and do a recap. I'll have to have 2 videos now. No, I didn't have any Taco Bell. Sean Reed Foley for Toronto Blue Jays. Cody Medeiros insert for the Brewers. The last stack. Yeah, he pulled it last night, Gene. Got a Dan Altavilla for $7.99 for Seattle. Brian Shales out of 100 for the Miami Marlins. And Kobe Allard jersey card for USA. Castillo insert for Elite. Iglesias for the Reds out of 150. And the last auto of the break is for San Diego, Mitch Watros out of $7.99. And I will now sort them to do the recap. Thanks everybody for filling it. Sorry about the computer restarting there at the end in the last box. Not sure if I got a computer issue or not. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might only broadcast the division break from one of the sites in case I got too much upload going on. Oh, nice job, Steve. I'm going to sort these out and do a recap right now. This may take a second. It's a giant stack of cards. Okay. I will go through these quick. As quick as I can, I should say. Okay, this was 2014 Elite Extra Edition break number 1, 10 boxes. We have a ton of autos here. I'm going to go through them. Sam Travis for Boston out of 524. Austin Gomber of St. Louis. Tejan Anton out of 100 for Cincinnati. Mater out of Miami for $7.99. LaPlow for Pittsburgh out of $6.99. D. Kroger out of $7.99 for St. Louis Cardinals. Zach Thompson for the White Sox, I believe, out of $7.99. I will double check all the Chicagos and LAs to make sure that I have the right team. Oakland of Trace Lord at $7.99. Jake, okay, that's die cut. Andy Ferguson, regular for the Kansas City. Kevin Stein out of Boston. Nick Wells out of Toronto. Zach Curtis for Arizona. Keaton Steele for Minnesota. And Debbie Grulin out of Philadelphia. Oops. Forgot to start the re-recording. God dang it. I'll have this on breakers, but... Okay, Raziel Iglesias for Cincinnati. Jose Trevino for Texas. Tampa, Brock Burke for Tampa. Bradley Zimmer for Cleveland. Brock Burke again for Tampa. Dean Kiekhefer for St. Louis. Spencer Turnbull for Detroit Tigers. Taylor Sparks for Cincinnati Reds. Jake Jewell for the LA Angels. Michael Kopech for Boston Red Sox. Drew Van Orden for Washington Nationals. James Norwood for the, I believe the Cubs. Greg Allen for Cleveland. Chris Oliver for Philly. Cincinnati. Okay, that's a die cut. Hold on. Jackson Reitz for Washington. Andrew Morales for St. Louis. Skylar Ewing for San Francisco. Ryan Castellani for Colorado. D. Kroger again for St. Louis. Greg Allen for Cleveland. Washington, Drew Van Orden. Michael Sederoth for Minnesota. Michael Mater for Miami. Aaron Nola for Philly. Sam Clay for, that's a die cut. Jake Stinnett for Chicago. Austin Cooley for Pittsburgh. Sean Reed Foley for Toronto. And Dan Altavilla for Seattle. For die cuts, there's several of those too. These are all the lower numbered die cuts. Sam Clay of Minnesota. Derek Campbell of Philly. Grayson Greiner of Detroit to 75. Jared Robinson for Cleveland. Nick Howard for Cincinnati. Jordan Holden for New York. I'll have to look him up. I'm not sure if he was a Yankee or a Met. Don't remember asking on that one. We'll look him up. Nick Birdie for Minnesota. Jake Vexinich for LA Angels. Sam Hinkes for Cleveland. Milton Ramos for New York Yankees. Tyler Kolek for Miami. Brandon Downs for Kansas City. And that one's out of 50. Joe Gatto out of 50 for LA Angels. Dylan Davis out of 25 for San Francisco Giants. Rusney Castillo for Boston. It's number 3 of 10. Pretty strong card there for Boston. Reed Riley out of 75 for Boston. Antoine Orange out of 10 for Cincinnati. Brandon Lebrand of Philadelphia, number 2 of 5 for Philadelphia. Ramos is Mets. You're right. I'm sorry. Garcia is the Yankees. Thank you. Milton Ramos again for the Mets out of 50. Aaron Brown, red, out of 25 for Philadelphia. Jose Pujols for Philadelphia out of 10. Chris Ellis, blue, LA, out of 50. Cameron Varga, Tampa, out of 10. Austin Cozino, Seattle, out of 50. Cody Medeiros out of 25 for the Brewers. Derek Campbell for Philadelphia out of 75. Jordan LaPlow, Pittsburgh, out of 75. Grant Holmes, 75 for the Dodgers. Trey Turner for San Diego at a 75. Grayson Greiner at a 25 for Detroit Tigers. Zach Thompson at a 50 for Chicago. And we got a few redemptions. Garcia for the regular future franchise signatures for the Yankees. And then we got Garcia in the blue status die cut also. So we got his regular and his parallel for Garcia. And then Kyle Zimmer out of 49 for the Royals. And we got 5 USA autographs. Luken Baker, Doug Nikhazy, Joe Demers, Hunter Green, and Hugh Fisher. And I think we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 USA jerseys also. That wraps up the recap this break. Thanks everybody for joining. All right. Let me organize this now. I will work on that upload later. It'll be in 2 parts, which sucks, but it happens from time to time. And then I'll check on football, make sure everybody that wanted in is still in, and we'll see what we need to do to fill it. Okay, Justin, we're going to start in a little bit. Justin, when you come back, I think I'm just going to go from the one site, unless I have tech problems. So come over to the site you started on if you can, before we had problems. I can't link it. I'll send it to you via email. But you can go ahead and have your smoke and come back. Thanks, Ricky.